Okay. Go ahead, Brian, please.
Aspiration. If I have strayed from the true path, may I never do so again. If I have carelessly hurt someone today by word or deed, may I be more mindful the next. O Buddha, the enlightened one, help me set my heart right. May my actions reflect your love and compassion. I shall strive to cleanse my heart from hate and envy and live in harmony with all people. I shall be close to the Dhamma and close at in good as well as in difficult times.
Okay, Queen, please.
I know that should the moment come for me to leave the world, I shall do so without fear or regret, because I leave the world a better person than when I came into it. Whatever wrong someone may do to me, may I be compassionate and forgive and bear no hatred in my heart. I shall bear in mind to be grateful for the acts of love and consideration shown to me, no matter how small they appear to be, for those I love and those who love me. May this life be a blessing and a source of happiness to all beings.
Okay. Megan, please.
I would like to share the merits I've gathered today as well as in the past with the Devas. May they rejoice in these merits and keep an eye on me and my loved ones. I would also like to transfer the merits to my departed relatives and friends. Wherever they are, may they be free from suffering and happiness.
Okay.
And be happy.
Okay. Go ahead, Ethan, please. Start with Siddhartha here. Ethan, are you there? Okay, go ahead, Michelle.
Siddhartha liked very much to meet and discuss with hermits and monks, but as his father disapproved, he had to find excuses to go on other excursions in the hope of encountering such men. These monks cared nothing for material possessions and social status, unlike the Brahmins who openly vied for power. Rather, these monks abandoned everything in order to seek liberation and to cut the ties that bound them to the sorrows and worries of the world. They were men who had studied and penetrated the meaning of the Vedas and the Upanishads. Siddhartha knew that many such hermits lived in Kosala, the neighboring kingdom to the west, and in Magadha, which lay to the south. Siddhartha hoped that one day he would have a chance to visit these regions and study seriously with men such as these.
Okay, summarize please first about.
Looks like it seems that Siddhartha is like he's hoping he would have a chance encountering like monks and he and he knows that the monks care anything else but like material possessions and social status, but like the Brahmins, they're the opposite. They only see power.
What happens if someone attached to the power and the money? What do you think? If someone want to control you, if someone want to have a power on you and on other people, what happened then?
Well, that means you're getting taken advantage of.
Okay. You know what's going on now in Europe?
In Europe?
What happened? You know what?
No.
You don't know?
And Ukraine are in technically war.
Yeah, Brand, tell them what happened, Brand. You smart.
So Russia has invaded Ukraine. And why we are apparently in this problem is because we're a part of NATO and stuff like that.
If you were Putin, what should you do? if you run the whole big country like Russia, what should you do then? You invade other people land to control them, or you let them to control your land?
I'd probably do neither. Like
Neither.
I would probably control my own land, but like try not to like invade others unless like they want me to for some reason.
And how about other invade your land? Or how about other invade your house?
Oh, I would not let that fly.
Really?
Yes.
Really? What should you do then if someone try to break in your house? You show your kung fu?
Probably just defend myself. That's it.
Like how? How could you defend yourself with 50 men, a group of men break in into your house? How could you defend yourself?
I mean, everyone has a very good weakness. I just need to find it. That's it.
Okay, anyway, so that's because of the power, right? Of the greedy mind, right? All right, go ahead, Brent. You read this one for me. Of course, go ahead.
Of course, King Sodana was aware of Siddhartha's aspirations. He dreaded that his son might one day leave the palace and become a monk, and he confided his worries to his younger brother, Dronodhanaraha, the father of Devadatta and Ananda. The country of Kosala has long had its eye on our territory. We must count on the talents of our young people, such as Siddhartha and Devadatta, to protect the destiny of our country. I great fear Siddhartha may decide to become a monk as the master Asita Kaladevela predicted. If this comes to pass, it is likely that Devadatta will follow in Siddhartha's footsteps.
Yeah, summarize, please.
So, King Suhodana doesn't want Siddhartha to become a monk because monks usually avoid violence in any way. The country of Kosala wants to like take their territory, like where they are right now. So if Siddhartha and Devadatta become like monks, like I don't think they're gonna be able to like kind of protect their land, I guess.
So Megan, can you hear me, Megan?
Yeah.
So what happened? Let's say if Brent, he's the only man in the house, right? But somehow he wants to become a monk. Could you stop him so that he can stay back to protect you as bodyguard?
No, because either way, he's not gonna be my bodyguard because one, he would never do it. And two, I wouldn't want him to because I hate making other people do things for me. So yeah. But if he did want to become a monk, like either way, I probably won't be able to stop him, but I wouldn't want to anyway.
Why?
Because like if he wants to become a monk, that's his choice. Like I can't choose other people's future for them. Unless they want me to, obviously. But
so
like
why don't you want him to become a monk? You don't want him to run away from your life?
well, no, because if he becomes a monk, he'll never get rid of me. And he knows it.
So if he become a monk, you cannot get it of him? That's what you say?
No, I mean I'll find him.
You
He
find
will never get rid of me.
Oh, okay. So you find him so that he can stay home to be your bodyguard?
No. But like if he wants to become a monk, I'm gonna let him become a monk because like that's his choice. If like if that makes him happy, then
Okay,
A,
good.
a little.
How about Brian? If Megan wants to become a nun, would you let her, or you stop her? You keep her at home, or should you do then, Brian?
I mean, being a nun is a good thing, so I wouldn't really stop her.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, I could always visit her, maybe, probably. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, like I could visit her a bunch of times. So
So basically, that you respect the right of
yeah,
other people.
I I have to respect people's decision.
But if she's only lady in the house, if she become a nun, no one cook for you then.
I can cook for myself.
Okay, that's nice. All right, Ethan, are you there, Ethan?
Yes, I'm right here.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Here.
All right. Do you know how much they like to go out and meet with hermits? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so
No, Dana Raja. You can
all
spell
right.
bit step by step.
Jono da Najaha was taken aback by the king's words. After pondering a moment, he whispered in the king's ear, "If you ask me, I think you shall find a wife for Siddhartha. Once he has a family to occupy him, he will abandon this desire to become a monk." King um, King Sudana nodded.
Okay, what's happened?
So I'm probably thinking that like he's asking, like trying to tell them that like basically the king, some people like to go meet like hermits and stuff, and basically he's basically asking the king if he could find a wife for Siddhartha, who's like I'm pretty sure the Buddha.
Okay, Aaron. Aaron, you hear that, Aaron? So let's say if you want to become a monk, but your parents want to find some lady for you, what happened then?
I run away
You sure?
from the lady.
Okay. Okay. So all right, read next one. Okay, go ahead, Aaron.
That night, he confided his concerns to Gotami, who promised she would arrange for Siddhartha to marry in the near future. Even though she had just recently given birth to a girl, a princess named Sundari Nanda, soon after she began to organize a number of gatherings for the young people in the kingdom. Siddhartha joined these evenings of music, athletic events, and field trips with enthusiasm. He made many new friends, both young men and young women.
Okay, summarize what's that.
He met with a lady who had promised to marry him in the future, and then he was hanging out with them.
Okay. Let's see here. Michelle, let's say if you want to become a doctor, right? But someone say, "Don't worry, you don't need to go to school. Just work with me, work for me. You can be a billionaire. What is your choice? Become a billionaire or become a doctor? What is your choice?
I'd become more of a doctor instead,
Why?
so that I could help people, with their disease and like if anything else, like it's just my personal option because I like helping people. So it's just for me.
But if you are billionaires, you can have money to help a million people.
That's true. That's true.
But so you have either one. Become a billionaire, become a doctor. Which one do you prefer? One more time.
I'd rather become a doctor.
Why? Why you won't want to become a billionaire? Why?
Why I don't want to become a billionaire?
Why?
Well, it's not all just about money. Like money isn't everything. Money is just money.
Really?
It's not like life, So it's just nothing to me.
But money can buy food for you. Then with that money, you cannot buy food, buy clothes, and so forth. Then.
Yes, but people take advantage of money like that. They rub it in people's faces all the time, and so it's just not for me.
Okay.
Like sure, money can buy you food, drinks, clothing, all that.
Can money buy love?
No,
Can money buy your brother?
no.
Why not?
My brother's in Texas.
I know. I know. Can they buy him?
No,
Can you buy him?
no.
Why not?
Why would I need to buy my own brother?
So that you can bring him here.
Yeah, but that won't make sense.
All right. Oh, Johnson, what happened, Johnson? You just wake up?
I am so sorry. I did not get the notification and I didn't get Aaron's text message. So I didn't see it.
You blame on Aaron, huh? Sabrina.
No, I blame on myself for not seeing the message.
Okay. Sabrina, if you have a choice to become a billionaire as a doctor, what is your choice?
A billionaire or a doctor?
What's your choice?
How exactly did I become a billionaire in the first place?
Doesn't matter. If that's the case, okay, what's your choice? The billionaires or the doctor? The billionaire you don't need to study. The doctor you need to study a lot for at least 10 years. What's your choice? If someone come to you, right, like I give you that type of analogy to Michelle, why you study, and they say, no, don't need to go to school, don't need to study. Okay, I give you money so that you can do business and you become a billionaire later on. Would you give up your studying for become a billionaire to the business?
I mean, you said I can become a billionaire in any way. I'd still technically have to study into business to understand what to do so I don't fail on the first try if I want to start my own company. So probably be a billionaire. Like, sure, a doctor is like really good and it pays well, but I can make up my own company and start from scratch. But becoming a doctor is already a lot of stress, and once you get the job, you're gonna also have your own mental health to take care of, all the while you also care for your own patients with long shifts and hours. When you can start your own company and earn money to help others in ways. Anyways, I mean, so
But you can
becoming a
help.
billionaire.
You can help people to get up their illnesses then, right? If it's stress, yeah, definitely have a lot of stresses, but you can help them to reduce the illnesses, right? But Johnson, what's your choice, Johnson?
Between a doctor or a billionaire? I think I'd want to be a doctor.
You want to become a doctor?
Yeah.
10 years to study in college.
Yeah. 10 years. And all that's gonna be worth it at the end. So I'll be able to help.
Right? If you have $1 billion, right, you may use them all, right? You can consume all. But when you have the degree, when you have a license, you can use them for the rest of your life, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Queen, what's your choice, Queen? Oh, Victor, welcome back, Victor. Queen, what's your choice? Become a billionaire or become a doctor?
Doctor.
Why? Why, Queen?
I don't know. To help people in need.
Johnson, keep your camera on, Johnson. All right. How about Victor? He just looking late. So what do you think? What's your choice? Become a billionaire or become a doctor? Victor, can you hear? Victor, can you hear? How about Brent? What's your choice, Brent?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, good. Go ahead, Victor.
Ah, hallelujah. What the question was?
The question is that between become a billionaire and a doctor, which one is your choice?
A billionaire or a doctor?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be a billionaire.
Why?
Because that's so much more influential than being a doctor. In the sense of being a doctor, what we do here, we help one person at a time, appointment by appointment. And most of the time, people have to afford this kind of healthcare. I'm a billionaire. I have all the money to do anything I want. I could do charity much more easily than a doctor.
Oh, really? Okay.
And plus, even if I'm a doctor doesn't guarantee I'm rich. Okay, maybe
Really?
that's a lie, but I might not have as much money as a billionaire. Being a billionaire, wow, I don't even need to have a job. I can sit back and help people by doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, really? Wow. Friend, you smile. You follow his path or you go opposite way?
I mean, technically, if you are rich, you could still help people.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of going with Victor on this one.
Really? Ethan, would you go with Victor and Brent or you go opposite way? Ethan. Can you hear me, Ethan? All right, let's move on. Go ahead, Johnson. Read this one, Johnson. Read this one here. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, read this one, Johnson.
Okay. King Suddhodana had a younger sister named Pamita, whose husband was King Dandapani of Kolia. The couple kept residence in both Ramagama, the capital of Kolia, and Kapilavatthu. Sakya and Kolia were separated only by the Roni river, and their peoples had been close for many generations. Their capitals were but a day's apart journey. At Gautama's request, the king and queen of Kolia agreed to organize a martial arts competition on a large field that bordered Kanau Lake. King Suddhodana personally presided over the event to encourage the young people of his kingdom to develop their strength and increase their fighting skills. All the young people of the capital were invited to attend, girls as well as boys. The young women did not engage in the athletic contest, but encouraged the young men with their praise and applause. Yasodhara, the daughter of Queen Pamita and King Dandapani, was responsible for welcoming all the guests. She was a lovely and charming young woman, her beauty natural and fresh.
Can you summarize what's about?
So basically, at Gautami's request, he wanted to hold a martial arts competition with two of these towns, I think. And then the king and queen, they was watching over it, and then they encouraged people to join and stuff to increase their skill and strength. And then at the end, the daughter of Queen Pamita and King Tapani was responsible for welcoming all the guests. So yeah.
Have you guys ever been in the kind of competition at school, Johnson? Have you had any competition at school?
Yeah.
What's that?
Mostly it's just basketball. I just play basketball.
You wanted to play in? Not math, not science.
No, not good at any of those.
Really? Sabrina, you have music competition before, right? Not math, not science, right? Sabrina?
What?
You have any competition at school?
Competition?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have marching band competitions, just not.
About math and science, or English, or spelling?
I have Battle of the Books. I mean.
Queen, do you have any competition at school, Queen?
No.
Really? Okay, Megan, you have any kind of competition?
Occasionally, but like not all the time.
What is it about?
Well, competition can be just about anything at a school, to like math, to like basketball. Like it can be anything.
Okay, so have you ever got the top prize?
Yeah.
What do you get then? Can you show?
No, because I ate it.
You ate your trophy?
No, we got candy for winning.
That's all? Not trophy?
Can I give you trophy, please? I'm getting sick.
No. Victor, do you have any trophy, Victor? Victor Phạm?
Do I have a puppy?
Yeah.
Um,
Can you
no.
show? No?
I wish I had. Wait, a puppy like a dog?
Really? I thought that you smart. You
I
would
think I
teach-
did this before.
Wait. Did you say puppy like a dog?
Listen,
No, trophy, not puppy.
Oh, a trophy.
Yes.
You have a
You
trophy.
that? Show them.
In my time.
Yeah, go ahead. Show them.
Time.
Yeah, show
No,
them.
I don't have a proper trophy. I get like a lot of certificate plaques, but there's no trophy.
No.
Because any competition I go to is too broke to make trophies.
Oh, really? Even the school?
Well, yeah. You get like
Really?
certificates or a plaque.
Oh,
Like,
really?
wow, you won this statewide like national championships. Here's a piece of paper.
Oh, that's cheap, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
well, it
Ken.
doesn't matter. You get to at
Ken,
least
turn
meet
on the
some-
cam, Ken, you have any trophy, Ken?
I don't have them at my house. I left them at my grandparents.
What is about?
Mostly just soccer and martial arts. And
Soccer
taekwondo.
and what?
Soccer, some basketball ones, and taekwondo.
Not math, not English, not science.
Oh, I just like Victor said, I only got plaques and certificates, like a
I
piece
like
of.
the, I like the taekwondo part though.
Yeah.
I
Show me.
respect the taekwondo part.
You have that, Ken? Can you show?
Well, I mean, I have one.
Mm-hmm. Ethan, you have any trophy, Ethan?
Well, it's not a trophy. This is a plaque, like
The flag. Okay.
for social studies.
For social studies. You won the first place, second place, or third place?
First place. I always get first place.
First place? Wow, you're smart then. Michelle, have you had any trophy before?
No,
What happened? You smart?
no.
You're not smart?
I used to be when I was a kid.
But
I
now
used
you're
to get
smart.
I used to get medals when I was a kid for spelling.
Yeah, that's why you're smart, right? You-
No,
What happened?
I don't know.
Aaron, can you explain? Oh, Aaron, remember? You have that video clip yet? Aaron?
Yes, I do.
All right. How about show? Let me share with you. You can show them now. All right. Let me share. Give you the co-host. All right. So Michelle, you need to summarize for Aaron video clip. Okay.
Summarize what, Ty?
He will show you video clips and just summarize this. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Go ahead, Aaron. Your turn now, Aaron. Hi, Victor. Where's your sister, Kaylee Victor?
She's like taking a shower.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, you have a sister too?
Yeah, he has a sister, little one.
Let's go. Oh, wait, we both have little sisters.
Yeah,
Wait, what's her name?
You have a sister too?
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead, Aaron.
It'd be funny if it's the same name.
I like being you, said the reflection in the mirror. To me, you are perfectly perfect. I blushed. Me? Yes, you. And by the way, you have wonderful eyes. I blinked, astonished. I do? Absolutely. They sparkle like stars on the darkest of nights. I gazed downward. Thank you. Your eyes sparkle too. Sweet of you to say. You have a marvelous voice. I gently whispered, You really think so? Of course. You sound as joyous as a songbird, whistling in the trees. And you have a magnificent smile. I sheepishly grinned. Well, Mama always says, start every day with a smile. I agree. Your smile is as bright and cheerful as the sun in the sky. And you are quite smart. I took a step towards the mirror. I do try very hard. You sure do. You're as brilliant as a rocket scientist. I like that you are friendly. I leaned in closer. It's very important to be nice, you know. It sure is. You're as peaceful as a butterfly. And you have a lot of courage. I raise my head high. I auditioned for the school play today. Outstanding. You're as brave as a lion. You're a fantastic dancer. I spread my arms wide. Watch how fast I can twirl. Around and around I went. Amazing. You're as graceful as a dolphin gliding through the sea. I plopped on the ground, giggling as the room playfully spun around. And you have a terrific laugh. Thank you very much. Your chuckle fills the air with bubbly joy. But most of all, I like your heart. Your kindness is as beautiful as a rainbow. I stood up and walked towards the mirror. To me, you are perfectly perfect. I gently pressed my hands against the glass. I like being you. We smiled in unison. I like being you too. I want to be you forever.
Okay, Michelle, explain what.
Oh,
Michelle.
oh.
Oh, so the moral of the story is basically what is happening is that the girl was complimenting herself to make her feel better. And I guess she's giving herself affirmations, like the good positive sides, like about all the good sides, all the good stuff about her, and how she brings the best, like how she brings the best, some of the best stuff out of herself. That's why she was talking to herself in the mirror.
Okay, this one is better. It's better to recognize your good points, your expertise, or it's better to see your junk, Michelle.
Can you repeat that?
Which one is better? It's better to recognize your skill and specialty, or it's better to see your junk.
It's better to recognize your special skills.
Why?
Because if you recognize your special skills and your like special powers, I guess, it'll like boost your confidence.
What happened? You always think about your junk. What happened?
If you always think about the junk side and the negative side, it'll only just bring you down, and it'll just give you a very poor life.
Remember last time
Yes.
I asked a guy to recognize your special skill, right? Remember that?
Yes.
Again, what's your special skill?
Oh,
Don't say
I think I'm still figuring out.
you remember last time you told me you had special skill, remember that?
I did.
What's that?
I don't know.
Sabrina, can you tell them, especially the little one like Victor and Kelly, how could they recognize their special skill? Sabrina, can you show them? Can you guide them?
What?
Can you guide them? Can you show them how they can recognize their special skill?
By trying things out and seeing what they like and see how well they can do it.
Yeah, can you give them one example?
Playing an instrument, doing well in math.
So Victor, he's smart in math.
He's good in social studies.
Okay, that is special skill, right? Okay, Victor, where's your sister there? No, I'm talking little sister Victor. Your sister there, little Victor?
No.
Okay, so you hear Sabrina. Could you recognize your special skill? Could you? Victor, little Victor.
Yeah, what was it?
Okay. Brand, what happened if they don't recognize their special skill and they always think about the junk? What happened, Brand? What happened to their life?
Wow. If you don't notice your special skill, you would not know what to do, like what you should be like focusing on and like strengthening it, and you won't do good at some things if you do not strengthen that one goal before you strengthen the others. I mean,
Okay, Aaron, can you tell them if someone turn your life down, upside down, how can you boost up your self-esteem, Aaron?
By not caring. They don't get to decide my life. I decide my life.
Yeah, wow, that's so wonderful. Wow, can you hear that? Can turn on the cam? Can you hear what Aaron just said?
Oh, sorry, Tom. I'm doing homework right now.
Okay, Johnson, can you compliment? Can you explain what Aaron mean?
So basically, don't let anybody else make the choices for you. You make it yourself.
Let's say even you don't have luxury like other people, right? Right? How can you turn things on your way? Aaron, can you explain to them if someone turn your life upside down, but you say that you have your own choice, so how could you move on?
I mean, just go along with the original plan in mind, you know.
Yeah.
Don't let it hinder what you're objectively going for.
That's just your own choice. That's just your life is on your palm. Megan. Hi, Megan, are you there?
Yeah, Ty.
So what happened if Brent want to turn your life upside down? Would you allow him to turn your life upside down, or you move on?
No, because I don't like people doing things for me, and like I like to decide things on my own.
Wow, that's nice. Quyên, you understand the question, Quyên?
Not that much.
So if someone say that no, don't go to school, you don't need to go to school, you can become a billionaire later on. They try to discourage you to study, but you really want to study. What should you do then?
I'm gonna ignore them because it's my own decision.
Yeah. Okay. So how about Victor Pham, the big Victor? So in your life, have you ever encountered someone discourage you, or they turn you upside down, but you still move on? It's happened before.
Okay, let's see. Here's something a little more personal for me. Everyone loves their parents, right? Parents always take care of you, and they worry for your safety. And for me, I always wanted to do martial arts, and I want to get more and more serious about it. But at a younger age, when I was really hyped up to do all these really cool tricks and so, mom would always say, "Don't do it. It's not safe. You're gonna burst open your head and so." And because of that, I've developed this fear to doing a lot of the things that I wished I was able to do. So nowadays, I'm growing older and stuff, and I can do certain things, but those tricks that I always wanted to do way back in the past, I could never do it. And I was supposed to develop that at a younger age. Now I'm older. It ain't gonna really happen. I gotta train even harder if I want that to happen. So I guess that's one example of me really being influenced by someone saying, no, don't do it. And it actually worked. I ended up not doing it. And because of that, I missed my opportunity to do that.
You know how to flip too, right?
Thanks, Mom. At least I'm safe. So that's one thing. But
Victor Pham, you know how to flip too, right?
Look, that's actually one thing. It's trying to do certain backflips and so. I've been trying to. I've mostly been either landing squatting on the ground or with my hands on the ground, which I don't want to do. I want to actually land feet first upright. So, yeah.
Okay. Ken, turn on the cam, Ken. Thank you. So Ken, suppose that you really want to become a doctor, but someone discouraged you. No, you don't need to study that hard, right? Like Victor Pham, he just mentioned that if you have money, you can take easy life. You don't need to study. Is Does that discourage you to study, or you still want to become a doctor? Ken?
Well, I mean, first of all, I just want to say I don't want to be a doctor.
Really?
And yeah, I really don't want to be a doctor.
What do you
And
want to be?
second, huh?
What do you want to be?
I might do something in business management.
Okay.
Wrong.
But,
Dude,
but
I'm a
the point is,
dentist.
if someone discouraged you, no, don't do business, you'll be fired, you lost the business and so forth. What should you do then?
I mean, I think that if you're really into something, like if you know that you're gonna be successful at it and like you know you can handle like all the work, then I think you should keep on doing it. But if it's like something that you just want to try and then people tell you that not to do it, then maybe you should probably listen to them. But you should probably ask them if they ever done it. So if they ever done it, and if they didn't say that they never done it, then you don't trust them.
But if someone they just try to discourage you to do anything, whether starting doing business so forth, you still follow them?
Not really. Depends on how much you are into the thing.
Okay. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Johnson. Can you tell one more time? If someone try to put you down, how could you boost up your self-esteem? No matter what happened, how?
If anybody tries to put you down
Mhm.
on something that you know you're good at,
Mhm.
then like Aaron said at the very beginning, ignore him, right?
Really?
Because do it and you know you're good at it, so keep doing it.
But
They don't.
let's say if your parents, even you don't want to become a doctor, but they want you to become a doctor, will you still follow their wish?
Well, that's a little more complicated.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like trust your gut. Just do what you think is right.
Really? But you turn them down, and they have high expectations.
I have to like understand me when I grow up. Like they're gonna have to like respect my wishes as well as like I respect them and everything they do.
But they have the right to expect you to become a doctor. You have to fulfill their wish then.
It's complicated, Ty.
Oh, okay. Ethan, are you there, Ethan? Okay. So, Michelle,
Yeah, I'm right
go
here.
ahead. If your parents expect you to become a doctor, you still follow their wish, Ethan?
Probably not.
Why?
Because like I kind of want to do something I like. I don't want to do something like, someone's forcing me to do.
Really? What kind of major you want to be? Who you want to
I'm not really sure yet.
really? You want to become a businessman, a politician, or a singer, a professor, or what?
I don't know.
You don't know. So, Michelle, you hear your friends saying that, right? Let's go back to you. Okay. So, why do you need to have high self-esteem to recognize your special skill? Why?
You need to recognize your social skills, because if you don't, then you're just always wondering, oh, what am I always good at? What am I doing? I can't really do anything. So that's why it's a really good thing to recognize your special skills. That way, when you recognize your own special skills and someone put you down, at least you know what you're good at,
Okay, that's good. That's smart. That's great. Okay, so let's see here. Sabrina, can you summarize this story for me? Okay, Sabrina,
Okay.
ready? You ready? Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, let me move out this one here.
During the Buddha's time, a woman went into labor and began to give birth to a son. However, on that night, the stars aligned in a particularly ominous pattern. The boy's father discussed this with the wise Brahmin and learned that the stars were aligned in what was known as the bandit's constellation. The child born on this day would bring great distress and hardship to the area in which he lived through his criminal actions. The boy's father took his son to the king and said, "My lord, I have a responsibility to inform you that my son was born during the bandit's constellation last night. He is prophesied to become a great bandit and create great distress and hardship for his family, his city, and his country." With great emotion, the father offered his son to the king and said, "My lord, if you deem it appropriate, please give the command to kill this doomed child for the good of our land and people." The king, after thinking for a moment, said, "My good man, how can we prematurely kill this baby who has yet to do wrong based on a prophecy or constellation? Nay, raise him well, and hopefully he will grow to be a good person." The boy was named Satuka, and every attempt to raise him with an internal moral compass was futile. When Satuka played with other children, he would often steal from them. When Satuka became an adult, he committed many prolific crimes which led to his capture. After he was apprehended, he was paraded through the town by the soldiers. Pata, a young woman who happened to be born on the same day as Satuka, heard the commotion and looked out of her window. When she saw Satuka, it was love at first sight. Something in her heart drew her to him. As she watched him being paraded through the town, she could not take her eyes off him. She envisioned a blissful life with him. Her imagination led her to the determination that she could not live without him. All that she knew was that she was in love. She had her servant inform her parents that unless they found a way to free Satuka, she would refuse to eat or even continue living. Her mother and father tried their best to reason with her. Being in love with such a bandit would bring embarrassment, danger, and other disadvantages. They offered to find her a suitable husband, but Pata would not hear of it. She turned her back to them and refused to listen to anything they had to say. With this, Pata's father bribed the guards to free Satuka. Pata's parents then arranged Satuka and Pata's wedding and gave many of their belongings to Satuka. Although Satuka was happy to be freed from his execution, domestic life did not sit well with him. He missed the thrill of stealing and of taking that which others desired to keep. He yearned for the taste of accomplishment from seizing the belongings that others so desperately wished to protect. Although everything in the house was basically his heart felt unsatisfied. Satuka devised a plan and told Pata, "My love, there is something very important that I need you to help me with. Before your father freed me, I made a vow to a mountain deity. I said that if he helped me escape my execution, I would make an offering to him. I must honor my vow, or else our family will be cursed with bad luck. I must travel to the mountain and make a grand offering to the mountain deity in order to maintain the auspicious future we have ahead of us. I need you to come with me. Please wear all of your finest jewelry to show the utmost respect and gratitude to the mountain deity. Hata, blinded by her love and lust for Satuka, was excited to join him on this journey. Hata adorned herself in all of her most expensive finery. All she could think about was their blessed future together. She allowed her imagination to block her wisdom. Satuka took Pata to the robber's cliff and brought her to the edge. Pata was ecstatic to be with her husband. When they arrived, Satuka aggressively snatched Pata's jewelry. Satuka then said, "Foolish woman, why would I want to live a domestic life with you? I am a robber, a bandit. That is my path. I will kill you and go live a comfortable life alone with the money I can make by selling your jewelry." "My love, what are you saying? My money, my jewelry, my body, and my heart are all yours. Why do you need to kill me? Why do you need to steal from me? It is all already yours." Pata saw the murderous intent in Satuka's eyes and realized her grim future. Instead of feeling sorry for herself or becoming angry at Satuka, she used her wisdom to focus on her survival. She thought, "I have been born with a brain and wisdom. Will I allow myself to perish without having used them? What good is my wisdom if I don't use it to save my life?" Pata then said, "My husband, my master, it will be as you wish. I am willing to let you push me off this cliff. But before you do, please let me perform my last obeisance from the 4 directions to you before I die." Satuka then said, "I am happy that you accept your fate, since there is nothing you can do about it. I will accept your obeisance." Pata then approached him from the front and embraced him. She said, "My love, this shall be the last time that I see you and that you see me." Then she kissed him. She then approached him from the left and embraced him. She said, "My love, after today, we will never again get to be together." Then she kissed him. She then approached him from the right and embraced him. She said, "I have loved you since I first laid eyes on you, but we shall never meet again." Then she kissed him. She then went behind him and embraced him from the back. She then thought, "This man means to kill me. I am not ready to die. I must do what I must do to protect my life." She then whispered, "I loved you with all my heart." Hata then pushed him with all her might. Satuka, taken completely by surprise, fell forward and over the cliff's edge to his death. The burden of her evil action caused Pata to fall into shock. She thought, "I have murdered my husband with my own 2 hands. How can I return home? My parents will be disappointed in me. I forced them to let me marry this man. And now I will return home after having killed him? They will never understand. They will never accept me at home. I have brought massive shame onto the family name." Thinking this, Hata decided she had no choice but to run away and start a new life on her own. Hata decided she did not want to return to a layperson's life. She no longer had interest in sensual pleasures and possessions. She felt the weight of her evil karma and feared the repercussions that were sure to follow. Pata decided to become a wandering ascetic. She joined an order of chains. As penance for her evil deed, Pata underwent a violent ritual in which her hair was torn out by the roots before she could ordain. After some time, Pata's hair regrew and was very curly. Therefore, she was known as Pata of the curly hair, or Pata Kundara Kesa. As a chained nun, Pata was very kind and compassionate. The memory of her evil actions drove her to repent for her sins. She spent her time diligently practicing the chain way of thinking. However, in Pata's mind, there were many things that the teachings were not able to clarify. She did not feel that the teachings were enough to free her from samsara, the repetitive cycle of rebirths. Pata was not shy with her concerns. She studied all the teachings the group had to offer. When she found them incomplete, Pata asked the leading nuns about her reservations. Whatever the nuns explained, Pata was able to debate them and expose the flaws in their teachings. Pata left that group and joined another. She studied all of its scriptures and teachings. However, the same thing happened. She was unsatisfied with the teachings and won debate after debate with the teachers, exposing the teachings as incomplete.
Okay, let me stop here. We can watch next week. Okay, go ahead, Sabrina. Can you summarize what's about?
Basically, there's a kid who was born when these constellations aligned up into what they call a bandit's constellation, and he was said to be this really bad kid who was going to grow up to become a bandit. One day he did grow up to become bad, and then he was caught, he was taken away, and then a girl saw him and she fell in love with him, and she begged her parents to she begged her parents to get him for her to marry, and then basically they did after she threatened not to hurt herself and not eat. Later on, I think he lied to her and said that he prayed to a mountain deity to help him escape from his execution, and told her to bring all her jewelry and stuff like that, all her expensive jewelry. And he brought her to the cliffside, and he was gonna kill her. He took away her jewelry and then was gonna kill her because he didn't want to live with her. And she said, "Let me do one last thing." She embraced him from all sides and then later from the back, and then she knew she was gonna die, so she pushed him off in fear. And she finally realized what she had done. She ran away because she knew her parents weren't going to accept her back. So she went to many places, to different groups of different religions, and she asked how she could repent and all that. And then all of them she noticed had flaws, so she kept leaving. I think before that, people pulled out her hair from the roots. She went through some recital, and they pulled her hair, and as her hair grew back, it just became curly. So basically, she just went around to different groups to figure out how to repent, but she found flaws in every time, and basically that's it.
Okay, Quyên, what you learn from this story, Quyên?
I wasn't here for most of it because I was getting ready.
Okay, Brian, can you tell them what you learned from this story?
Sometimes when you're distracted by something, it clouds your judgment. So sometimes you make bad decisions, and you just have to trust your heart and doing things, I guess.
So if you were that lady, would you push him down to the cliff?
I mean, I'd probably scare him, but not push him off. I would you know, might just scare him.
If
just
you
a
scare him,
little.
if you scare him, he may come back to you. He may get back to you.
Oh, well, then I would probably push him off. Maybe maybe he accidentally falls off when I scare him. Like,
Michelle, would you do that, Michelle?
It depends on the situation.
If you were that kind of situation, would you push him up?
I mean, it's neutral. I'm in between.
In between. Okay.
You could just scare him.
Megan, would you do that, Megan?
I don't know, cause like you already know he's a criminal, so like I wouldn't even marry him in the first place.
Oh wow, smart girl.
Cause like he's a freaking like, what do you expect from a criminal?
Yeah. So, Victor Pham, if you have that type of wife, would you push her down?
Do what?
If you have that type of wife, right, the one that want to harm you,
I had that kind of
would you
wife.
push her down?
If I was just as evil or clouded as that criminal was, I probably would, because that's how story goes. But if I was me and I had a wife like that, holy crap, that is the best wife, because she loves me despite my actions. She likes me for who I am. That's good qualities, right?
So you will push them? You will push her down? That's what you say? And remember, you become a criminal.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking about pushing down people. What?
Yeah.
No. Of course not. I would never push someone down. Ever.
If they try to get you.
Huh? Oh, if they're trying to get me, yeah, they're dead. See ya. Bye.
You will?
Oh yeah.
Really? So if they try to get you and you fight back and then
You have
push
to
them down.
understand that in her situation, it really was life or death. She
Yeah.
couldn't, no matter what she could do, she couldn't fight against him.
Yeah, and it's in life, who knows, right? In life and death. Like Johnson, can you turn to the camera, please? So if you were in that case, if your wife is so horrible, if she tried to harm you and to push you down, would you turn around to do that? And if you do that, you become a criminal.
Oh wait, we're assuming that the criminal was my wife. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the other lady. Okay. Never mind.
I just have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brand,
I just have-
what do you want to ask?
Okay, so what if? Okay, couldn't the wife, when she was standing in front of him, when he's pushing her off, isn't he like moving? So what if you just move away and he just falls because you kind of pushed, and he kind of moved off the edge, and like, what if you just do nothing? You just do nothing and he does it and he just falls off the edge.
May not, maybe not.
That's what we like to call karma, but that's not the
maybe
story.
not. Right, Johnson, what should you do then?
If my wife was a criminal, I did all those things, would I push her off the cliff?
She may try to push you down. Would you turn her around or no? You rather sacrifice your life for her?
Man, what's the point of sacrificing my life for someone who just tried to kill me? But
that's what it's about.
No, I don't know, Ty. I honestly don't know what I would do.
Really, you don't know, huh? Anyway,
But
so that's why, Aaron. So if someone tried to push you down to the cliff, would you turn around or push it back, or you rather die?
Just die.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If I die, I die.
Really? You don't want to try to? Don't want to fight back?
No.
Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, so that big lesson. But again, at beginning, don't try to hang around with those bad people. Make sense? Right? Michelle, you understand that? At beginning, don't hang around with them, because when you hang around with them, your life will go down to the hill. Make sense? And you know that, right? So it's better not to hang around with the bad apples, right? All right, let's go then. Okay, go ahead, Michelle. Can you say may I please?
May I be happy?
May I be happy.
Happy.
May I have compassion?
May
May
I
I have
May I compassion well.
May I have good luck?
May I have good luck.
Have good luck.
And may I have may I good may I study good too.
May I
Study good.
be good.
Yes.
Okay,
May I
little
have good
Victor.
friends.
Yeah, little Victor. Can you say may our parents, please?
May our parents be healthy.
May our
May our
parents
Be healthy.
May our parents live long.
May our
Parents
May their parents live
May our parents have a good night's sleep.
May our
Parents have a good night's
I
sleep.
don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Queen, may our night, please, Queen. Or may our weekend.
May our weekend be peaceful.
May our
May our
weekend,
weekend be peaceful.
May our weekend be calm.
may our
May our
weekend
We can be
Weekend be
calm.
calm.
May our weekend be warm.
May our
We can be warm.
All right, thank you. See you again. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But what if I like it cold? I want to go on a morning run